What's going on, y'all? Convos, season 4, episode 13. So now I know the exact number. You know what I'm saying? Now I know. Um, Today we are bringing on Leona. She is a fitness instructor, something like that. She does a lot of fitness type shit. Um, what do you think based off what you've seen, like her Instagram, all that stuff? How do you think this is gonna go?
Based off her Instagram, she looks like someone who takes no shit. She seems like a tough girl, but obviously like a pretty girl. She likes to obviously take care of herself. So I'm really curious as to what she's going to say today. This will go either way.
Yeah, I'm very curious. I've seen, like I said, I've seen a lot of her stories about like how the dudes kind of DM her and shit like that. And it's crazy because dudes be weird and shit, obviously, over social media sometimes. But at
Hmm.
the same time, it was funny as hell what she was saying. So, I'm very curious to see exactly what she has to say about relationships and vibes in this generation type of deal.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
curious. I wonder what her opinion is versus yesterday's guest. So let's see.
Yesterday's guest was lit. That was a fun episode. That's probably one of
Oh, it
the
was. I
funniest.
was listening to it all day at work today. I was like, yeah, she was snapping. Like, go ahead, girl.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. And it's cool that you met her, like, over TikTok and stuff
Through
like that.
TikTok, right? I love that though. TikTok's a
Yeah.
good place. I'm not gonna lie.
TikTok's a good place to meet people and network, but it's also a very toxic place.
Oh
So,
yeah, real bad.
and one thing I hate is like seeing like people rating each other and stuff, rating Instagrams. Like, I think that's stupid. It's corny.
That's so childish. That's so like eighth grade. Like, what are we doing? We're grown. We're grown now.
And then when you speak up and say something about it, then they get mad at you. So that's why I just stay away from it.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep yeah, I just keep my distance. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell her that we're ready to go and that she can join up. So,
Leona, we're waiting for you. I'm excited.
I felt like I just sent the corniest shit. I said, "We ready?" with the fire emoji.
She's like, corny ass nigga. She better come on here roasting you.
Yo, chill out, chill out. Yeah, I'm interested to see. I wonder if she's gonna pop off too. I have a feeling she's gonna pop off on this topic. You know what I'm saying? Like the guest from yesterday. I really feel like she is.
I think so too. I hope so though. I'm excited. I really am. At the edge of my seat.
How many times have you actually peeped her Instagram and stuff like that?
Every time you posted it, that's it.
Just every time I post it. I know I posted because she's a special guest. She got like 50 something K. She up there. Um, so I had to make her the special guest. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
felt like that was necessary compared to all the other guests. She
I agree 100%. When I was looking at her page, I was like, oh, this is why she's the special guest. Okay. So
yeah,
I'm not mad at it.
yeah, and she's Colombian. She's Colombian.
Oh,
So
she's spicy. That's why she be feisty with what we were talking about earlier. It all makes sense now. She's really gonna have some good stuff to say.
yeah, like I couldn't quite figure out like at first what she was. She looks mixed and everything. But then I saw she had the Colombian flag on one of her posts. So I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Hmm. I seen your one post. You hate when people call you Puerto Rican, huh?
You know what, man? I don't hate it as much anymore. I just like whatever
It is.
because I love Puerto Rico. I love the people out there.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of accepted me as my own, and I feel like as fucked up as it sounds, I feel like they accept me more than my own people. Than other Mexicans do, because it seems like Mexicans, us as a Mexican group, seems like we all kind of trash each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you too dark, or you too light, or your Spanish is not as good as mine, type shit. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like we're constantly trashing each other. But then when you look at Puerto Ricans, they all getting along, they all fucking vibing together. Unless they argue about something, then that's a different story. But for the most part, they all vibing. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
they accept. So
We welcome anybody with welcome arms. I feel like we're very much loving and accepting people. Some
yeah,
of us.
and I get
Some of
a,
us.
and I get along with Puerto Ricans more than I do my own people. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel
it is
you.
what it is. You know.
You definitely do look Puerto Rican though. Sorry if you don't like to hear that.
Everybody says I'm just accepting it at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could probably like hide in Puerto Rico if I really wanted to get away from some shit. Just hide
No,
there, and no one will find me.
you definitely could.
Hell yeah! I went to the bad neighborhood in La Perla though.
I've never been to Puerto Rico. Can you believe that?
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. As a Puerto Rican, you gotta go.
I don't know. It's embarrassing to say. It is embarrassing to say. And my mom goes like at least once a year, and I don't go with her.
Did she ask you at least to go with?
She stopped asking me because she used to ask me, I'd be like, no, I'm not going.
Why'd you say no?
I don't know what because actually I just felt like it wasn't genuine when she was asking me. It was more so like I should ask you because it would be the right thing to do. Like you're my daughter, not because let's go together. You know what I'm saying?
I guess that makes sense. But hey, the next time that opportunity presents
I
itself, you
know
gotta.
I should have went because that's the only time she offered to pay for me too.
And I'm gonna tell you, they get crazy with the liquor out there too. You
Oh,
know what
I
I'm saying?
believe.
I had like mojitos, and they put a lot of Bacardi 151 in there, and that's just banned in the states. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh,
they use it.
that's nasty. I'm really not a drinker like that though. For real, like, I can't do that.
I try. I have a sip here and there, usually like when I'm podcasting and stuff like that. But even then, it's just sip by sip. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go crazy and do shots. Like once someone says shots, I gotta clear the room.
No, when somebody says shots, I'm in there. I do shots all day, like shots, because I feel like shots is just boom, boom,
Oh,
real quick.
here we are.
Do you see her?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, welcome in. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
So I am Leona Lives, or known as Coach E. I'm a strength and conditioning coach. I'm also a fitness influencer, if I guess you go say with that. So,
Yeah, that's definitely the vibe I get. Fitness influencer.
Oh, yeah,
I do
that's
a
Mhm.
lot of stuff, and I fuck with it. You know, it motivates me to try to be fit. You know what I'm
Well, I'm
saying?
so glad. That's kind of my goal. I just want everyone to live healthier and longer.
oh yeah. What's the
Yeah,
secret to staying committed in the gym though? Because I try all the time.
I definitely think that people always like kind of go back and forth. Like, oh, what's it gonna be? Like, you need something, or what's the secret? But realistically, you just have to want it more than anything else.
Hmm.
So if you want something bad enough, okay, I really want these shoes. What do? You go find a way to make the money to go buy those shoes, or make it in that lifestyle where okay, I can afford these types of shoes. So
Hmm.
with fitness, it's the same thing. You just have to want it enough that you're willing to go when you don't want to, eat what necessarily you don't want to eat, and
yeah.
still know that like, all right, this is ass, but I want this, so I'm gonna
Right.
commit to it.
I will say, as a Mexican, it's very hard to diet.
It is. So I'm actually Colombian. So living with Latino family, especially, it's very hard because, like with our culture, our food is mostly primarily fatty proteins, and then we get into carbs, and then fruits and vegetables. So everything
Okay.
is very carb loaded. There's a lot of meats, a lot of
Yeah.
fats. So it's definitely hard, especially when you have your mom go, "Mira, the
Yeah.
platos."
And then when you say no, they get mad at you. At least mine do.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I think when I lived with my family, it was probably the hardest to get fit necessarily, especially because like I'm an immigrant, so my family is immigrants as well. So like for them, they don't understand that like protein powder isn't drugs, it's not steroids.
Yeah.
Um, that so like even eating healthy, like oh my god, you shouldn't be eating that. Like all my supplements, my mom's always on my ass, like you're taking full of chemicals. This isn't natural. This is steroids. Da 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 da. Da. So it's just
Yeah.
like sometimes it's just like okay, I gotta move out.
I feel
To
that.
be my fit body, I need to move out. As simple as that.
And I understand that. I had to kind of diet a little bit when I was training in mixed martial arts back in the
Mhm.
day. But after a while, I was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna just eat whatever. I'll cut it eventually."
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
hard. I feel
It's
like that's
hard.
the
It's
that's
definitely hard. Something that I've learned over the time is that having a super restrictive diet actually can be more mentally detrimental and actually like harder to maintain because if
mhm,
you're constantly just trying to like, I can't have anything, I can't have anything, I can't have anything. Anytime you have one little temptation, and let's say like, okay, I went and got, fries. That's not the end of the world. That one meal did not make your body how it looks right now, and it's not going
yeah,
to change it with one meal. So I always try to tell clients and other people like try not to do so restrictive. If you have a craving, oh, I want to get ice cream. Just go get ice cream. Mentally, don't give it anxiety about,
yeah,
oh my gosh, I shouldn't be having this. Oh, this is bad. And then start going down the rabbit hole. Just, okay, I got my ice cream, it was good, and then leave it, and then just keep going like nothing happened.
Okay.
It sounds funny, but like if you just keep punishing yourself every single time that you get out of your diet, then you kind of have put on a bunch of guilt and internalize a lot of stuff, and you're just like, well, fuck it, like I already did one, and then it gets bad because you start going down and just never get back.
Yeah, so I was gonna say I know people that would like get on that diet, but they would never eat no junk food, nothing like that ever. You know, like they stopped it
Yeah.
completely.
It just depends, like, what you can manage. Like, so for someone like me, I've been working out for a long time, so I have a lot of muscle tissue. Muscle tissue requires more calories in order to maintain it. So naturally, I have to eat a lot more food than someone normally my size and height would be because I
Yeah,
have so much more calorie expenditure. Like, for example, what was it, yesterday? I burnt like 1,400 calories just like exercising and throughout the day. And that doesn't include my metabolic rate either. So, in order for me to just hit maintenance and just not be in a deficit, I have
yeah,
to eat already more than 1,400 calories. And my normal resting metabolic rate is typically like another like 1,600. So that's already like almost 3,000.
damn. I think
So
I need to
someone
do a
my
calorie.
so someone my size, if I have a higher calorie expenditure, so I can eat 3,000, let's say, per day, and I go and have like maybe 600 of that is like Oreos,
Damn.
versus like someone that's like dieting and only has 1,500 calories. Those 600 versus that 15 ratio is way different.
Yeah,
So with more, I always like to say, more muscle, more food. So the more muscle you have, the more food you have to consume. Therefore, you have a little bit more leeway.
that would make a lot of sense actually.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would make actually a lot of sense.
So
How
for
often
me,
do you
yeah.
break your diet if you break your diet?
How often do I break my diet?
Mhm.
So I think it kind of depends. So like right now, I'm more on a locked-in period because I'm trying to grow, trying to cut down on some body fat, but it also like increased my strength overall. So I'm a little bit more focused per se right now. So with my diet, I'll say I'll typically maybe go off path maybe every Sunday if I feel like it. Because sometimes, like right now, I don't really feel like eating junk food because I was on like such a like maintenance, kind of just chilling for a
Yeah,
long period of time. I was like not restricting myself. I have McDonald's every once in a while. I go have outdoor food. I go to Wendy's. I got Taco Bell. Oh, I made nachos the other day, and just like having a little more snacks where they're not necessarily healthy, kind of along the way up to this point. I'm just like, I don't even want that. I'd rather have some like shrimp and salad, honestly. And then I just kind of stick on my diet longer. But when
yeah.
I need to, or if I'm just kind of struggling, I'm like, oh, you know what? Sunday's always my day to rest, recharge, and like restart.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
Are
it's
you
like
training for
it's like
anything
strict
specific?
without being strict.
Say it again?
I said it's like strict without being too strict type deal.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
also mentally, it's a lot easier because if I'm like, okay, like today, I went and got like a Hershey's chocolate bar. Am I tripping
yeah.
over it? No. Like, it's just, if you want it, you have it. And then I'll probably not want chocolate for another like 3-4 weeks. So
I know
if you
so many people that would chip off of like one M&M, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, so that's the thing too. Like, if you're like, oh my god, like I shouldn't be eating this, I shouldn't be this, I shouldn't be doing this, you start creating anxiety, and anxiety and stress actually like ruins or kills your gains.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even know that. Damn.
hmm Yep, stress it rises your cortisol levels. So when that's high, you're not going to be able to sleep right, regulate, grow. You're not going to be able to like have the optimized potential that you could have if you weren't like as stressed out.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. But getting on to the topic of this podcast, relationships and vibes in this generation. What are your thoughts on it? Like to start off.
I feel like it's probably not going to be the most popular opinion because a lot of um, it is your own responsibility for these things. Like everyone's like, oh, no. Like you might be fucking up. You have to take that accountability that you
Yeah.
might be the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You might be continue to be the problem unless you fix it. So I think everyone first just needs to go to therapy, fix their shit, be aware of other human empathies and emotions and how not to be manipulative or realize like, hey, I'm not emotionally available and I don't think I should be dating other people.
Right.
So I think that's a great place to start with everyone.
Yeah. So in the last episode, that's we were talking about how a lot of people aren't emotionally or mentally ready to get in a relationship. Yet they still try to go and look for that or go and
Yeah.
find it, and that's a problem. That's a big problem.
It's a big problem. Because why are you not focused on yourself? Why are you not worried about, like, how can I better myself before I love somebody else? How can I love myself before I love somebody else? Like, why would you put all your problems on somebody else when you're not even healed within yourself? That just makes no sense.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, they don't realize, but they're trying to fill voids within themselves versus actually saying, like, or a lot of times people aren't actually able to self-recognize that they have these voids. So they're just
Yeah.
like, oh, I like this, I like this, I like this. Meanwhile, that's like inner rooted where like this was a need that was never fulfilled. And therefore they're trying to fill it with anything that can even like primarily fit. Like kind of like when toddlers have those toys where they're trying to like put the star in the square box and they're not understanding like, okay, this kind of goes in, but it's not going in. You just keep trying in all the different angles and it's like, it just doesn't work.
That doesn't sound like relationships. It's like, that sounds like something else. But I mean, I see what you're saying. I really do feel like a lot of people take pettiness for like as their first move when it comes to relationships too. Like, let's say they get in an argument, then they're just gonna try to out petty each other. The more it goes on, I feel like, and that's like another toxic thing that's very common. I feel like.
Yeah, it's kind of like almost like everyone wants to have like the last say and things.
Yeah, yeah.
I definitely like a lot of people that try to argue with me. They always try to have the last word, and I get petty too. Like I can admit that I'd be petty, but like once I realize that I'm being petty, I'm like, all right, like now I'm being childish. This is not cute anymore. Like I need to stop. So I like shut it down on my end, but people just keep going. People do not know when to stop. Like I feel like people just like to get a rise out of other people. Like I think they think it's fun.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where social media comes in too. You know what I'm saying? People take shit to social media so fast, so quick.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's always awkward. Like, let's say, like, you're airing out your ex, and it's like, okay, but you were with them. You know,
You're gonna go back to them
say,
tomorrow.
Yeah, they're like saying like, oh, they never cleaned, and their toilet was always dirty, and it's like, y'all were together for 6 months, so why are we telling everyone else this?
Right.
Because now those are the standards you accept, and we all know it.
Big that part.
Yeah. What do you think of like people looking at zodiac signs as like a green flag and a red flag for people?
See, like normally I'm like, like it can be either way. It can be coincidence or like it doesn't work. But then I'm like, also like every single Scorpio man I've ever met has been just absolutely fucking terrible. So I feel very torn.
I felt that. I actually love Scorpio men though. I think they're one of my favorites.
Oh, you're built
Scorpio
different.
men are your favorite?
Yes, I love Scorpio men. But like not in relationships. Like they're like my coolest guy friends that I have.
There we go. Okay, yeah.
Great
friends.
No, they're the friend zone guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Virgo men are not it.
No. Nope. Absolutely not. Nope. Them and Gemini men are just in the back.
Yeah, they're right there.
What about Aquarius men?
Actually, I don't think I know any Aquarius men.
Present.
I have a couple, and I just feel like they're very hard to read. I don't really have anything bad to say because I just don't understand how they think.
Yeah, so I'm hard to read. No, I'll say am I hard to read? Damn.
I mean, I wouldn't say so, but like I feel like you say what's on your mind. You know, like you're not afraid to like speak your mind. So I wouldn't say read, but I feel like other Aquarius men, like you ask them a question and they don't build off the question. They'll just give you a vague answer and just hope you got.
Zodiacs confuse the hell out of me. Like I don't know if I don't feel like they're 100% true, and then other people think they are, and they take that cold-heartedly. And then I hear there's different types of Aquariuses and Scorpios and shit based off the month, and that's where it gets weird.
Yeah, so it's like there'll be different ones because I know there's May Geminis and there's June Geminis, and there's a big difference. And I'm not gonna lie to
you. Yeah, I'm a January Aquarius if y'all know what that means, because I really don't know what it means.
I really don't know too much about Aquariuses for real. I just know nobody likes them.
Damn.
Sorry.
If it makes you feel better, no one likes any of the signs. I don't feel like
That's
anyone's ever like, oh my god, I love. No one says that.
Well, that's why I say Aquaman when anyone asks me. It throws them off.
Mm.
Because I don't even like when people ask me that shit. Like, I don't believe in it type of deal. So when people
Oh,
ask
so
me,
now you feel like they're passing judgment on you, and you're like, that's not even
yeah,
true. Yeah, no,
yeah,
I
it's like
get
they're
that.
gonna, it's like they're
As
gonna
a
judge
Gemini,
me.
I do get that because everyone's just like, oh my god, you're fucking crazy. You're a terrible person. And it's like, hi.
You don't even know me yet.
You don't even know how yet. Like, come on. Let me at
I,
least give me a reason to be.
Right.
the vibe I get off you, I feel like you're a lot like me. Like you're not afraid to speak your mind type shit.
Yeah, no, I'm
Not afraid to speak what's up. Like, for example, like on your story when you said like all those weird dudes were DMing you about fitness
Yeah.
shit, like you wasn't afraid to call them out and shit. And I thought,
No, because, sir, like, guys always send me the craziest fucking messages. And a lot of times they just end up in, like, my hidden requests. So I just kind of go through them every so often just
yeah,
because, like, sometimes I'll have, like, brand deals or business people come in and message me. So I just want to make sure I don't miss them. And I'll just, like, read them and I'm just like, do you not think that, like, I won't see this? Not only that,
yeah,
but it's like 2 buttons. 1, 2, post. And I did that for a while a couple years ago. And I was like, I made it up. I was like, listen, you send me some crazy ass shit. I'm putting your name up and everyone gonna see it. That's
yeah.
it. And no one believed me, so I started posting every single person, and then people just stopped. They just
Like
stopped
that one,
because I'm like, full government. This is. I would tag them. I'd put
yeah,
their name up. This is what they said.
yeah. Like that one was wild where he said like something about chin fucking or something. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, yeah, no, I get crazy DMs. Like, I had one guy that was like, "Oh, I'm not Drake, but like I'll fly you out," and like was trying to give me like 10K, and I'm like,
10K? Damn. I bet you
"Yeah,"
don't.
and I'm like,
He's bluffing. He's bluffing.
"No," and I was like, "Why? Why do you think that this is okay to do to people?"
No.
Like, I'm not a
Definitely not.
prostitute. I don't do escorting. I'm not a prostitute, so don't think like I'm gonna hand you money and come fuck me. Like,
No, for real. That
the
probably gets me.
audacity, because there's people like I have no hate against it, but there's people that do that.
Mhm.
So bring that energy to them, because if I go and put it out, and then I straight up told him, I was like, that's disgusting. Like, why can't you even just try as a human?
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh no, I wasn't even on that sex shit. Like, I was just like, trying to get your attention, and like that's not what I meant. And I'm like, when I said no the first time, you try to negotiate with me and get me to go and be okay with it. And you're like, you know what? If you change your mind, let me know. But I'm like, okay, so if it wasn't about sex, then why didn't you say that the first time?
Yeah. And not only that,
Now
that's
you
a
just
weird
like,
that's a weird way to get someone's attention.
Yeah, like why did you?
it's like, why would you, like, not only that, but like, now I'm looking at you like, oh, you're easy. Like, you just sell yourself. Like, you
Yeah.
can't do anything else but offer me money. Like, you
Yeah.
have no
Literally
purpose
bring
in
nothing
doing
else
it.
to the table.
You have nothing else to offer other than money. Like, like, I feel bad for you.
Well, let's be real. In this day and age, in this culture, a lot of dudes will go straight for it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are easy in that sense. Not afraid to turn down sex type of shit. So,
And for me, this is not respectable as a man.
nah, it's definitely not.
It's not respectable as a man. So like, why should I? If I don't respect you as a man, I'm not gonna respect you as a human.
Like I'm very wary of where I put my thingamajig. You know what I'm saying? Very wary of it. So other dudes are like, I'm just shit. I get to get puss. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go.
It's not respectable as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Just like,
And
okay.
that's why they have trouble getting in relationships.
See, the problem is too. It's not that like, oh, you're sleeping around. It's not that. It's that anything and anyone can just throw something at you and go and take it. But then, in the same breath, that man wants to be respected and treated as a man that's willing to like lead a woman into a relationship, and that's
you can't have both. Like
no. You need to lead yourself into the fucking clinic and get checked.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's probably a shit ton of them that don't get checked.
Absolutely not.
No. They do not care. They do not care. I know so many people who are like, oh, well, I didn't feel anything or I didn't smell anything, so I know I'm okay. That's not how it works.
A lot of that shit is untraceable.
Like,
you got to get checked. A lot of that stuff is untraceable. You know what I'm saying?
or you won't feel it until months later. Like,
That's wild.
it's insane.
That's wild.
There's a lot of dirty ding dongs out in this motherfucker. That shit
Yeah.
is wild.
No,
Mm-mm.
it's sad. It's sad.
But
It's sad.
same with the other way too. Same with the other way. Because I believe that people in general, there's a lot of people in general that just don't want to go get checked or don't want to clean. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
no.
Maybe I feel like maybe part of it is like obviously laziness, but then also like I don't want to know the answer. Like, what if I really do have something? But like, if you did, why wouldn't you want to know? Like
But
to
then
keep
they
it
have to be responsible.
that part. That
You
part.
could you
Now,
could just be
now I have to
like
tell the next person that I want to be with.
you could just be like
Or
you could just be
everyone
like don't
else
tell
that
me
you're
what it
currently
is.
with or was with, and then like sometimes too people, like if you're in a bad relationship, like you're thinking like, oh, like we're together, and then that person goes and gets something, and then you're like, that person can now be like, I don't know if they gave me something. They have to actually like come to terms that that person is like cheating on them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that some
Legally
reason,
though, legally though, they gotta let people know. If they're positive, they can have some shit. They have to let people know.
yeah,
People don't care about the law.
it's only with it's with
Yeah,
serious stuff. But like you have to legally tell people, and that's the reason too. Like people don't want to be responsible and have to possibly deal with that, or take them pre measures like after to take care of themselves.
Yeah.
yeah,
But it's like if you want to be grown and do whatever the fuck you want to do, like put your ding ding anywhere, like then you have to be grown and take responsibility and accountability. If you're dirty, you're itching and burning.
Yeah,
dirty fucks. Oh, I got.
nasty.
And I live like the city I live in right now is I think it's like in the top 5 for STDs and shit like that. Like people out here fucking.
I know for a fact my city or the college town that I went to college in, it's up there too.
Well, yeah, that's college. You know, that's different.
Oh yeah,
That's a
definitely,
different breed. Shit,
definitely.
yeah, lot of that shit. But I mean, would that still kind of stop you from going and
STDs?
not STDs, but I'm
What?
saying like I'm saying
What are
like
we talking about?
no, I'm saying the chance of getting it. Like, would that still stop you? Like, because let's say you talking to a dude and
Mhm.
he might or might not have it, but he hasn't told you anything yet. You just getting to know him, and then you end up doing your business with him. Would that stop you, or would you still want him to get checked type of shit?
Are you asking me if I would stop him from asking? I'm not sure I understand the question.
Yeah. My fault. Yeah, if you would stop him from going that route
To getting checked?
without him telling you if he had it or not.
Or are you saying like if he was trying, like if he was on demon time, trying to like get in, like you trying to come over Netflix and chill?
Like if you were getting to know him and he was trying to do the business with you, would you let it get to there, or would you want him to get checked first?
No, I'd be like, I need to see your shit first.
Okay,
Period. I
that's
respect.
about it.
For the registration, like.
Yeah, and see that's the other issue. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't think about that. They're just like, okay, we're gonna go fuck, we're gonna go have fun type shit,
Yeah.
and that's
I
what
don't ask. I feel like maybe I should start asking, but I'm just like I just assume that all these men are out here just messing with everybody. So I'm just like I
Hey,
should know
hey,
if
don't
they're
say all.
That's a fair assumption.
Don't say all.
majority.
I'm here doing my podcast, doing my social media shit. I'm not focused on that right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
If
you're
it,
rare.
if it came about, obviously, like she said, license, registration, all that shit. Make sure you got checked because I got checked, and we're gonna go about our day. But that's not the main focus, like most people, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
It
But
definitely does. But I have a question for you because a lot of guys like to say that they like to be like, "Oh, I'm not worried about that. Like I'm not like all these other guys." Like how would a female be able to tell the difference between someone who's telling the truth or someone who's just bullshitting?
how would a female be able to tell?
Yeah.
You just gotta come with the paper. You gotta come with the proof. That's it.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah, you know, because I'm pretty sure there also is people that lie about that shit and do the opposite later on.
Mm-hmm.
Common. You know what I'm saying? That's like typical relationships. You don't know fully about the person unless you're with them for a long ass time.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Very true.
Now, for you, how long do you think it takes to really get to know somebody full on?
Um, long enough to like have sex, or like just like a general like their personality.
Just long enough to like know them, like get to know them, personality.
Oh, to like know their true nature, I think it's gonna be like at least minimum 6 months.
Okay, I said that answer. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I say 6 months or more. I feel like
it
with some
has to
people,
be like at least 6 months.
Yeah.
yeah, I could even see it being more, like even a year too.
Yeah, I'm saying like at least 6 months to start like actually like paying attention. Like, okay, they're kind of like this, and then after a year, I think you should know like realistically that person like through and through.
Yeah, yeah. So for you, what would you consider your green flags and your red flags when looking at somebody?
Green flags.
Yeah, potential person.
I would say they seem to be emotionally intelligent. They have to be spiritually sound, so they feel very grounded. They're very connected with themselves and everything around them, and that kind of like fulfillment.
Yeah,
They're mentally stimulating, so that they have depth. They have dynamic, able to hold a conversation, talk about different things, keep up. Definitely have to have for me like some type of humor because I can't be doing just the drywall kind of thing. Like if we can't laugh together, I'm not gonna have a good time.
yeah,
I would say take care of their body. So because I am fitness, like I do have a little bit more physical on the alternative side, I guess, of like appearances and what I consider like attractive to me.
yeah,
So that's kind of already in its own category of like that has to be checked within a degree. I say fitness as long as you're healthy because I'm very active. Therefore, I eat differently, I sleep differently. Like I'm bed early, like I get up early, I go to the gym. Like I have different preferences and how I prioritize my life.
yeah,
So someone being on the complete opposite, it just always starts off like, oh yeah, it's fine, we can do this. And then all of a sudden it's like, why are you in the gym as much? Like, why are you eating that? Why can't you go out drinking? Why can't? And it
yeah,
starts snowballing. And then a lot of times too, what I've experienced is like, typically they get insecure then because then they're like, oh, like that gym guy is bigger than me, or the other guy that's, like you go do photos with, or like this guy that's goes to the gym with you is this and that. And they start like having all these insecurities about like where physically they're inadequate to
yeah,
what's in my environment. And if I'm with a person, but it just kind of gets worse. And it's just like, I'm not going to stop my money, my life, my culture
yeah.
because of you, who is what to me. So
Yeah.
I kind of try to stay on that side because it's a bigger flag for me.
I got you. I got you. I feel like they definitely have to be able to squat more than you though. Like if they can't squat more than you, that's probably a red flag, right?
I mean, some guys have had back issues, but like typically I like the bigger guys. So if they can't squat like at least 300, that's kind of like okay.
Damn, 300.
Yeah, I mean, I squat 350.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about dudes is, a lot of dudes, especially like power lifters, if you notice, like their whole upper body's fucking built, but their legs are thin, like they're slim.
Power lifters usually have bigger legs because
Really?
they're doing deadlifts and squats.
I feel like the ones I seen that's all upper body, and their legs look all fucking thin and nasty looking.
I don't know,
like
maybe.
leg days and legs and shit is not like
But like
something.
powerlifters have two primary leg focus like things for their sport, so they have to do the bench, the squat, and the deadlift. So typically, if their legs aren't built, they're not going to be doing that sport like actually as a sport, not just
Yeah,
like I'm a power lifter.
I was like probably not powerlifting, but like bodybuilding, like one of those categories for that like
Probably CrossFit.
CrossFit is probably what I'm thinking
Probably
of.
CrossFit. Yeah.
That shit just looks weird to me because they're all built up top, but on the bottom it's fucking. It
Yeah.
looks gross to me, but nah. Yeah, I definitely cannot squat 300. Fuck that.
I definitely can't either.
Nah, hell no. Cause I'm only like I think I'm sitting at like 130 something, and the most I can squat is probably 250. So it's
I
not
mean,
too
that's
bad
good for
for
your
my
weight
weight.
that ratio.
For my weight, yeah. But
For your weight.
I'm a smaller individual. I'm 5'6",
Yeah.
130 something. So I mean,
Mhm.
you know, us
Yeah,
Mexicans.
because that's almost, if you look at it, that's almost like double your weight.
Yeah,
So for like strength wise, if you can do something at your body weight number, so if you can squat 130, you're already considered for your weight very strong.
okay. So you're definitely on the side of height matters also when looking for.
Um, Not really, because I'm 5'2", so like realistically, like as long as you're taller than me, it's fine. Like
That.
my dad is 6'6", so like being tall isn't impressive to me because he's taller than everyone. So like
Mhm.
our guys be like, "Oh, I'm 6'4". I'm like, I already know you never fit in your pants, you don't have comfortable clothing. Because like my dad is 6'6", so growing up, like this man would be in the car driving like this, hitting his head on everything, can never find clothes that fit. He's always fucking hungry. He eats all of my stacks. So like I was never attracted to like tall guys.
Okay. So already you separated from the majority. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
like realistically, like I'm 5'2". Like
Like literally anybody's taller than her.
exactly. And the thing is too, so like my mom is actually shorter than me. So watching my mom, who is like 5 foot, and my dad, who is 6'6", try to navigate shit, I'm just like, that's ridiculous.
Damn.
You
That's
know,
crazy though. You would think the height would come into play and you'd get like maybe like 6'1", 6'2", just from his height.
Yeah.
no, no.
Damn. Because
So
both my parents are short, so I was already bound to be short. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly.
But
So that's just how it is.
but you said yeah. With that answer, you separated yourself from the majority because the majority, what they look for in a dude is obviously the zodiac fucking signs, which I hate even saying. The height. You know they want NBA player status height for some fucking reason, and then they want NBA player salary in a
Yeah.
dude.
Which is like so much money. NBA players get paid more than like any other sport, and it's
Yeah.
ridiculous amount of money. Like
And it's just regular females. You know
everyone
what I'm
needs to
saying?
just humble themselves and think about what they actually bring to offer.
But that's what's crazy is it's regular females that are saying, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? And they're probably like around your height or even shorter, and they're saying like, I want a 6'7" motherfucker. Like, what are you gonna do with that?
For real.
And then when I asked somebody that, they said, oh, because I want the feeling of being tossed around. I was
You
like,
can do that with if you're 4'10", you can do that with a
yeah.
5'10" guy. You're fine. That's already
I
a
was like,
foot.
if
That's
that
a
dude is
whole
5 foot,
foot.
I was like, if that dude is 5 foot and built, he could fucking throw you around
Exactly.
the whole
Like
fucking room.
I can throw you around.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking a guy a little bit taller than you can do it.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to like that, I feel like you have a mean chokehold.
Me?
Yeah, yeah, I feel like you do.
Is there anything that you're training for specifically, or are you just working out just to work out?
So I used to do bodybuilding competitions.
Okay.
And then I stopped. So right now I'm just training to be a freak. So I'm trying to get super strong and then super jacked.
That's awesome.
That's a
Wait,
good goal, honestly.
have you ever thought about like getting into some type of fighting or martial arts or anything like that?
So I
Jiu-jitsu, you
used to
gotta do jiu-jitsu.
do jiu-jitsu and kickboxing growing up, and I did it for a really long time. I've had people tell me that I should get into like WWE and stuff like that, but I'm not really sure if
I can see that.
yeah, I get told that a lot, and I'm like, I don't even know how to like get into that. Two, I don't really want to like work.
I
So
think they
that's
do like tryouts in certain
I mean,
places.
they do tryouts and stuff, and like that's their job. But if I'm at the point right now where I can just run my businesses online, I don't have to go anywhere.
I feel
Why
you.
would I earn that?
I feel you.
Like, I'm at the point where I'm comfortable, so I'm like,
Because
if it comes up,
I'm
I'll
not
think
a
about
fake
it.
I'm not a fake wrestling fan. Like I'm more about the real sports like boxing and MMA. But if you were to go into that WWE route, I mean, fuck it, I'll get back into it.
Mhm.
I've been told it a few times. I'm like,
Because I'm just curious
we'll
what
think
your
about
gimmick
it.
would be. I'm curious what your gimmick would be. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would be the whole gimmick?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The whole fit. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah, that's true. The fit's very important. That's very important.
Mhm.
Very interesting. I have to think about that.
I think we're encouraging her to do it. I think
I
we're on
think
the right, I think we're on the right path.
thinking about it.
I think we're on the right path.
We'll put a pin in that and we'll come back to that later.
Absolutely. We'll come back to that later.
No, we definitely will.
Yeah, it's like I said, I haven't watched that shit in years, so I don't even know how it is now. I don't even know how the trials go or none of that. So I mean, fuck.
That's something I don't know.
But there's a lot of people that I follow on Instagram that just randomly get into that shit. You know, like they randomly like are in the WWE or in some shit like
That
that.
is very random.
And I don't know how they fucking did it. So I mean, shit.
We're training on the low, keeping it on the low. That's what I do. I'm
Hey,
not
I
gonna.
feel like they dead ass just look for people that are built, like people that have muscle and that are big.
Yeah,
So
maybe. Watch me in a year later and be like, oh yeah, so what made you get into I was on a podcast a year ago.
They talked me into it.
Yeah,
yeah,
they convinced me into it, and this is here we are.
yeah, you got to throw that reference there, because let's be real, I don't think you've ever thought of that until we brought that shit up.
So I actually was approached, I want to say maybe 3 years ago, by a wrestler, and he wanted to bring me on to like an apprenticeship and like to his like club kick
Huh.
stuff. And I did think about it, but I was just like, I don't know. I don't know. And then I had to move back home to help my parents out. So then I just kind of like forgot about it. But I was approached at one point to actually like seriously do it. So I thought about it and I was like, I'd have to like look into it, but I wasn't as built at the time either. So it'd probably be better now.
Do you think that would be something you would like though?
I think it could be fun. It's not like going to be like a goal for me, but if it came up, I think I would seriously consider it.
Okay.
I could just picture it. Like that's all I fucking see now.
No, for real.
All I see. All you're missing is the belt. You know what I'm saying? All you're missing is the belt and the attitude.
Mm.
But I think you got the attitude. You're Colombian. You got a little spice in you.
Yo, the way she was calling them motherfuckers out is that's
I don't think I'm missing the attitude. I think that's there.
hey, we're all Latin here. We know it comes with it. It comes
Exactly.
with
I can tell behind that smile, like, don't fuck with her. Like,
Yeah.
like she'll be chill with you until you fuck up.
exactly.
Yeah,
And then she goes to the gym. She's working all the time. Like, I'd be scared. I'm not gonna lie.
It's funny because like these are probably my favorite tattoos.
Yeah.
They're literally just knives on my fingers. So like when I get real mad, everyone that knows me is like, oh, she's pissed because she's throwing.
She's showing the knives. You better run.
The tattoos can be intimidating, but I feel like you beat me on mine.
You definitely beat me on mine.
Yeah, because I only had the sleeve. And then I had
the sleeve down to my hand. I don't have these fingers tattooed yet on this side, but like on this hand alone, I think I have over 10.
I feel like that shit hurts, like finger tats.
Oh no, they hurt like a bitch. Absolutely.
You think so? I have some right here. These didn't hurt at all.
So if you have it on the hand here, it's not going to hurt that bad. But once you get into the metacarpals here, this is pure bone. So they actually have to tattoo into the bone.
Oof. Okay, yeah, no.
Fuck that.
So,
fuck that. Or like people that have Adam's apple tattoos, yeah, they could fuck off.
Yeah. That's actually my
Would you ever get somebody's name tattooed on you?
I'm gonna say my husband's, but I'm gonna make sure that there's always a way for me to cover it up.
Period. I respect it.
Like it's never gonna be just like name across here in big ass letters. It's gonna be like
you put it right here.
It's gonna be like something right here, or it's gonna be like a little piece, and then I can just like cover it up. Like if I ever get someone's name tattooed on me, I already have 3 get a jail free cards in that one. So I know all the cover-ups.
Speaking of that, there's a worse situation. So there was this dunce of a fucking dude. He got his whole back tatted of his girl's face at the time. It was his girlfriend's face, not even his wife. They broke up, Wow, I didn't see that coming, right? They broke up, and he turned it into like a monster-looking tattoo. That was his cover-up. So I thought that was funny as shit. Like he turned it into a monster.
That's terrible.
But like, I wouldn't tattoo.
That's wild. So you got someone's face tattooed on you?
He got his girlfriend's face tattooed on his whole back.
That's crazy. I mean, the good thing is like at least he didn't have to like look at it every day.
Yes, I guess he
Because
was
if it's just
locked in.
like Jessica, every time you're like, bro, what the fuck? You know, like if it's on your
Never take
back,
off his shirt.
yeah, like every time you get undressed, if it's on your back, you know
That's my
it's there,
thing.
but you don't have to see it.
When it comes to like names and faces, it's only gonna be like family. You know, I couldn't even do like, my wife's or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because you never know. Like a divorce could happen later on down the line, and then you fuck with that tattoo. Versus family, you can't get rid of family.
Yes, you
Simple.
can.
I mean, you can, but like they still like if you're close to them, like that's your blood. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I
No,
hear where you're coming from, but at the same time, no, because your own blood could do you dirty.
They
absolutely. Like
could, they could do the
I
worst.
don't talk to certain family members. I literally have family tattooed on me, and
Did you
like
do a? Did you do
family,
a? Did you do a
family
cover up?
is family. Yeah, I did a cover up.
She was not playing.
No, I do not. If I say something, I'm gonna do it.
I respect it. Good for
Very
you.
Yeah, she got that covered up the next day.
She sure did. Shit, the same day. What do you mean?
The same day I was on the way to the shop, I'm like,
like I told you, that pretty small. Don't let it fool you.
Exactly.
That's a future WWE wrestler right there.
oh, that's so funny. Wow. Now you're gonna manifest it.
No, bro. If you make it big, like I think we should get 30%, 15-15, for putting you on.
What my
I'll put
co-host said.
podcast on my clothes. Every other meet, I'll put the podcast on my clothes.
Yeah.
Free
Next time,
advertisement there.
next time we have an interview, you're gonna have a belt.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna come.
She's gonna have two actually. She's gonna be like, yeah.
She's gonna have the scars to prove her way to the belt too.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
I can picture being like a female Rey Mysterio doing like flips and shit off the rope.
Well, yeah, I actually used to do gymnastics too, so I can do the flips.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I could do the flips too, but I haven't done it in a while, so I'm not gonna try.
Yeah. I haven't limbered up in a bit, but I used to do all the flips, like tumbling passes and all that stuff. I did gymnastics, and then I was like doing the diving team as well. So like it just kind of worked together.
Dude, diving scares the shit out of me.
Oh, it's great shit.
I want to try.
You fall. You like when you're actually diving, like you land wrong one time.
No, I went cliff diving before, and I dove in like a pencil dive.
Oh.
And my huevos really felt that shit. So I'm not
Oh. You had your legs open.
Yeah.
No, they was closed. They was closed for sure. I promise you. It was a straight up pencil dive, but I still felt it.
Yeah. The impact.
No, for real.
Yeah. I was not gonna partake in any sexual activities for a good month or so.
Oh damn, you got your shit rocked.
Yeah, I did. So I haven't dove into water ever since.
No, yeah, I'd be scared. I'm not gonna lie, especially from somewhere up high. Like I'm not diving because the last time I jumped off a diving board, I went.
I just don't fuck with water too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's at the bottom of lakes, and I don't know what the fuck in the ocean. So, no.
That's very true.
That's like one of my biggest fears. I'm not gonna lie, the ocean.
Nah, my biggest fear is spiders. Go ahead, laugh.
I mean, it is what it is.
Wow. Wow. Both laugh. Okay. Yeah, spiders. I don't like spiders.
Sorry, they're not too bad.
Nah, fuck spiders.
What about spider webs? Are you afraid
Nah,
of those?
if there's a spider web. There's a spider around somewhere. They're probably on my shoulder or some shit. Like, nah, fuck that.
Oh my god.
In my ear? Like, nah, bro. Like, why do they have 8 eyes for?
Because they gotta see.
Yeah.
Okay. They can
People
have
be
eyes
blind.
like the rest of us. You know what I'm saying?
They're better than us.
Nah, fuck that. They're ugly.
They can be cute.
You wouldn't want to be Spider-Man?
Okay, we're gotta get in on this. No. I don't understand when people say spiders are cute. How the fuck is a spider cute?
Like a tarantula.
Fuck no, that shit hairy as hell.
Yeah, it's hairy and fuzzy and like
And it jumps around and fucking runs like
I
this.
think they can be cute. I think they can be cute.
So you would pick up a tarantula and pet it?
Probably, yeah.
I don't know if I'd pick it up, but I would pet it. Like if somebody else was holding it.
Y'all wildin'. Y'all are bold.
You gotta face your fears.
Y'all are bold.
I mean, I'm not gonna pick up anything poisonous, but like tarantula would be fine.
Aren't tarantulas poisonous though?
Not all of them.
Some of them are. I know the non-poisonous ones though, like they shed like their fur on you, and that'll make you itch. But
Yeah,
other
you
than
can
that,
have a reaction to it.
Fuck that shit. Mm-mm.
mm-mm.
That fur. I heard some of them could shoot their fur and stuff too.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Oh, like a porcupine?
Yeah, like some of them could actually shoot that shit and it
Yeah.
can fuck you up. No.
no, I'm not doing it.
No.
I'm afraid of, like rats. Like that's my biggest fear.
Rats?
Mm-hmm.
I'd
Yeah.
rather fuck a rat than a tarantula.
No,
No.
not me.
Like, rats are nasty as shit, but if
I
I had
hate
to
rats.
choose between the two, it would be the rat.
Those are my biggest fear. Like no, I will literally freeze in fear. And I know like they're more scared of me than I am of them. But like,
I'll
It makes
punt
me
that.
like physically disgusted. Like I feel like I want to throw up.
me too.
That's okay. You could just punt that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? A
I don't
tarantula,
want to close. Like no, none of that.
a
It's
tarantula, you
real.
could try to stomp on it, but it'll dodge your shit, and then you're fucked.
I think a rat would be able to dodge my shit faster than a tarantula.
But nah, tarantulas with them 8 legs, bro.
No, I was gonna say yeah, they got 8 legs though.
They gonna have the jukes on your ass. Fuck that.
I don't know. Rats are ugh.
Or like
I
if you ever been on the East Coast, there's those fucking centipede shits and those house centipedes. Fuck those too.
That's not even that bad.
They're not. They're
That
fuzzy.
doesn't bother nobody. He's just mind his own business.
For real.
Nah, well they do, but like I don't want to look at them and I don't want them crawling up in my shit. So fuck that.
What about like lizards? Like to the people that live in Florida and they
Oh
have
yeah,
lizards
fuck
all over-
lizards. I love lizards.
Mm-mm. I'm not doing it with a lizard. No,
You wouldn't have a pet lizard,
absolutely not.
but you would have a pet tarantula.
I never said that
We're there
either.
for pets.
Okay.
We're never trying to
Okay.
keep them as
Okay. I
pets.
just wanted to clarify, like,
Right, no, never said
Now we
that.
put words in our mouths.
Right.
no, I wanted to clarify how far we were going with this tarantula bullshit.
I don't want them. I don't want to keep any animal that I'd have to feed a mouse or a rat to as a pet because I don't like mice and rats. So that's
Yeah.
like. So I wouldn't
I don't
mind
know.
lizard because it's like bugs, but if I have to feed it a rat,
No, I'm pretty sure you could feed it a taki, it'd be straight. Probably swallow that shit.
No.
Ugh. Bro.
Snakes are cool though. I'm not gonna lie, but like she said, I'm not feeding them
they're
rats. or
cool. But I'm not doing the whole rat thing.
shit. Yeah, no, I'm
I
not.
think
Doing
it's interesting when they eat a rat and this is in their body like that.
no.
I mean, that doesn't bother me. The fact that I'd have to grab it.
Oh no, that would bother me too. The whole thing bothers me. Like it gives me.
But grabbing a tarantula doesn't bother you. I'm so confused.
No,
It's different. Like I don't know. It's just something different.
rats are just.
Nah, that's not different. I'm really trying to understand where y'all coming from with this shit, but
I don't know. It's just like a tarantula. Like I don't know. What are they really doing? Nothing. Like a rat. Like will literally try to get into every crevice, and then you won't see them, and then they just pop up. Like ew. It's just not. It's just
that's
not
what a spider does. They get any
True,
crevice.
but it's just different. Like a tarantula, like that's not that scary. Like,
A tarantula's not gonna try to eat me.
yeah,
Nah, they won't try to eat you, but they'll bite the fuck out you.
Yes, but a rat could be like trying to like start eating me from like my feet or some shit.
exact. Climb up your whole. Oh no. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. No.
Not with it.
Mm-mm. Like just talking about it is making me scared. Mm-mm.
Okay. You guys like spiders. I don't. We're gonna close that up right there. Y'all are team spiders over here.
Spider girl. Let me stop.
See, Spider-Man's cool, but not the spider. You know what I'm saying?
He got bit by a spider.
I think in the newer one he didn't, or did he?
You got bit by a spider?
In the newer one, because it didn't really like show that he got bit. He just already had the fucking powers.
What are you talking about? Which one?
In the newer Spider-Man movies with
Tom
fucking
Holland?
Tom Holland.
He got
Like,
bit?
Yeah.
Did he? It didn't even show he got bit. Like he just already
Yeah,
had
he got bit. Like it was like in the very first movie. He got bit.
Oh, you're talking about the one with Tobey Maguire.
No,
I'm
because I
talking
feel
about
like
Tom Holland.
I feel like I seen when Tom Holland got bit, but like it was so long ago I don't remember. But
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
can rewatch that shit because I remember it in Homecoming.
So he had his first appearance in Marvel in someone else's movie. So at that time, he was already Spider-Man. But when they went and made the movie about him, that's when they showed that. But that was like 3-4 movies ago.
You're talking about Homecoming, right?
I can't
Because
remember.
Homecoming was that first Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland, like just his movie.
If it's the first one, I think so. But they definitely showed like how he became Spider-Man.
I gotta
Did
rewatch.
they?
I
I
gotta
don't know.
rewatch it.
It was
I
a
gotta
I
while
gotta
rewatch it.
ago.
rewatch it too.
It wasn't like it was a while ago, and it wasn't like the primary focus on like how he got bit. It was just everything else after.
So I know Marvel's in a shithole right now, but out of all the Marvel heroes, which one spoke out to you the most as far as like yeah, I would date that motherfucker.
Iron Man, absolutely, 1,000%.
Iron Man, Tony Stark. Yo,
Absolutely. That's probably the only white boy.
Really?
I love him. Yes.
not Captain America. I bet you he could like
I hate Captain America. Honestly, I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate
Well,
it. Hate it.
he can deadlift like 500 pounds,
I
but
don't give a
probably
fuck.
more.
No
So I don't give a
cap.
fuck.
I
But
don't
why
give a
don't
fuck.
you like Captain America?
Yeah, why Captain America?
I don't like blondes. I don't like American men, and I definitely don't like white
Technically, he's
boys.
Captain Puerto Rico, you know, because he doesn't have all the stars. He just has the one.
Yeah, like I mean, he has the 1 star, and it's just I'm not with like not only that, but he's government property. He's in the United States military. He's government property. That's like so many red flags all in one.
True.
Damn.
And
So
also, he's a dickhead. He's in everyone's business, just like the United States and the rest of the world politics. Always
True.
up in everyone's shit, bullying and saying, "Well, this is what the right thing to do is," and it's like, "Fuck you."
True,
So,
but he went
listen,
back from
I
his
have
lady.
personal beef with Captain America. Okay, I hate that character.
would you fight him?
Absolutely, I would find whatever I need to. I'm going double tapping to the head.
Damn. What if he threw his shield at you though?
She's
Listen,
bad.
I'm gonna have to try to do my dodge, but I'm definitely not fucking with him.
I'm fucking weak. I mean, you're right.
I'm
Like that's why we don't
surprised.
talk politics because politics like that's just not a topic I like to get into or even.
Oh no, it's not. But it's just like Captain America. Like,
So what makes someone being government property a red flag? We're gonna get in on that.
military men are full of mental health issues, ego issues, unhealed trauma, daddy issues, therapy, and self-esteem issues.
So
Not only that, they
my
have
co-host
very
my
limited income
my
sources, resources, and they're huge cheaters.
so my co-host can verify all of that because she was in the military.
I was.
Thank you.
And I know so many military men. When I was in the military alone, there's so many people cheating on their wives, on their
That's the thing.
husbands.
Military men are really known for being crazy, cheaters. Like those are the two things, and then you belong to the government. Like that's embarrassing. You sold yourself to the government.
There's gonna be someone in the military watching this, like, wow, okay.
I know, and I don't really give a fuck. I really don't. Take it up with your dad.
It's true though. It's true. Like you did not take any
That's
lies.
the person you need to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Based off what I know, I don't think you're lying at all. I think you hit that shit spot on.
No, she did.
I mean, and part of it, I will say, is like part of them being like insane is not their fault because a lot of times, like, so there's different types of military men. You have military that have never deployed, and then you have military that have deployed. And typically, if I had to pick one, the have deployed, I would say have more common sense and humility, and like they have something different about them. But unfortunately, they do carry a lot of problems because they have PTSD and other mental health issues where like it's not necessarily their fault, but that's just something that you would have to be okay with going into it.
Yeah. I would say based off what my homies told me, it's not it. Like there's a lot of people that aren't joining. There's a lot of people that aren't, you know, re-enlisting into the military type of shit. It's just like a toxic type era from what I was told.
Absolutely.
Like was it toxic when you were in?
I feel like it was like, even though like I was training and stuff, and like they're supposed to be mean to us and like tear us down. It's like some people like me, I do not do well with people telling me I suck. Like if you're gonna sit here and tell me I suck, then I'm gonna show you I suck. And now I'm getting in more trouble because you told me that I suck. Like how about you? Like, I need to be motivated, and then I will do way better.
Yeah,
but not that like the leadership, like just thinking that just because you're higher ranked than me, you can talk to me however you want. Like this is real life. Like I do not care how many contracts I sign. So like this is real life.
Politics. That's what politicians do.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like they have that power. They're above everybody else. They're gonna fucking use that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's why we don't talk about that shit. Cause you know what I'm saying. It could be, for one, it could be controversial, and two, I don't feel like I know enough about it because I don't really give a fuck about it too much. You know what I'm saying?
I felt that.
I feel like in the next 5 years, I probably won't even be living in this country. So you know what I'm saying?
That's the goal.
Hell yeah. I feel like it's gonna be on the downfall for sure. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But why Tony Stark? I'm curious. Is
Why
it
Tony
the
Stark? It's the attitude.
because he's funny?
Cause he's funny, he's witty, like he's an asshole, and like I just know, like he walks like he's got a big ass dick.
I
Like
mean,
that energy, like I know that thing's heavy.
that's a rich man's walk.
It's a confident walk. That man ain't got no worries.
I feel like it was also the facial hair. You like the goatee and the stash.
I do like the ruggedness, but it's like I can be attracted physically to someone, but if their mental and their like attitude isn't there, I'm not going to be like piqued. I'd be like,
I'm
oh, that
surprised.
person's attractive. But like if they're just super bland, I have no interest. And if someone has a lot of like sarcasm, witty, like dark humor, like that's where like, okay, we can vibe.
I'm surprised you didn't say Thor. Most females like Thor.
I was gonna say Thor.
You was gonna say Thor? Yeah.
See, like I'm not attracted to Caucasians. The whole blonde hair thing.
Yo, deadass, there's not one Hispanic superhero in the fucking Avengers.
No.
Miles Morales.
I
There's
mean, but
Miles
he's not
Morales,
part of
and
the
then there's
Avengers.
the Blue Beetle.
It's Tom Holland's fucking, Caucasian Spider-Man that's part of the Avengers.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just not, that's just the whole blonde thing.
And the only black Avenger was fucking Falcon, and now he's like the new Captain America fucking
Well,
thing.
Black Panther was an Avenger.
Oh yeah, Black
Rest
Panther.
in peace.
Yeah.
Oh, Chadwick.
Yeah.
No one else could play fucking the Black Panther anymore.
No.
I feel like if they try to replace him, it should be his sister though.
It
This
is.
is anything with Iron Man. Like, what the fuck is Iron Braveheart? What the hell is that shit? You know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
like Marvel's gone downhill ever since Stan Lee died.
Since
Yeah.
who?
Stan Lee died.
Yeah,
100%.
definitely. Definitely. They're just like mass producing, and it's just like
It's
I
just
don't
not good
I
anymore.
don't want to watch the series to know what's going on in the movies because now I don't feel inclined to go to the movies if I have to watch 4 different seasons of like 2 different shows. Like
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good, love.
I am curious to see like what way they take it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In future movies. I'm curious to see.
Because it's hard because like I don't necessarily want to spend all that time watching a TV series. I'd rather just be a movie.
I agree,
Or
and I
just follow the movies like through that. I don't want to be like, okay, well, now I have to jump to this season, but then don't watch that season next. Switch to another show, and then like, I'm not doing the whole Charlie Day strings attached thing. Like, this comes next, this one, that one, this one.
Yeah.
I
For
feel
me,
like
I don't have a favorite Marvel. I mean, I don't have a favorite Avenger, but I have a favorite Marvel character. You know, Deadpool, all the motherfuckers.
I love Deadpool. See, like,
Yeah.
Deadpool absolutely could get it. And he's terribly disfigured.
But they picked the right actor to play Deadpool.
Yeah,
I
that's the
feel.
thing. I also love him. He's one of my favorite actors.
No, he's
All right, so Deadpool or Iron Man?
That's rough because Deadpool is very fucking funny, and I relate to that a lot. Oh, that's hard.
He doesn't have to take his mask off.
I mean, I don't think his like normal face would even bother me though, because I'm attracted to like his personality.
But his walk though, what kind of walk does he have?
He definitely has like, I would say not as big dick energy as like Iron Man, but definitely like, I know the fuck I am, and I'm him, so like I'm good.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Okay, I want to see that. I want to see that new shit. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh yeah. Wolverine's also very attractive.
Oh, he's my favorite. Like, I love him.
Hugh Jackman. Y'all like Hugh Jackman?
I love him.
I feel like he's the only one who could play Wolverine. Like once
That's
he's done,
too. It's like
Once he's done, who's gonna play Wolverine?
Yeah,
Nobody. Like they
no
should
one.
just. Sorry, they should
No one.
just. Sorry, he's retired because I really don't think anybody could play him the way he did. Like they did their thing with picking him.
Definitely. No one else could, and that's the same thing with Iron Man. That's why they have Iron Braveheart and that bullshit. So,
Yeah.
and the
Whatever
Black Panther. I don't even know who they replace Black Panther with.
His sister.
Okay, good.
I mean, that's something.
I
That's
can
not like a random character just fitting into the suit type shit. So
I feel like she deserves it. I feel like it fits well with the storyline. You know, she was there.
Yeah.
I just want to see what future shit like the whole Ant-Man shit. Like I didn't really give a fuck about that.
Yeah. The first one was good, but after that, I was just like, "What are y'all doing?"
They're struggling. They don't know what else to make.
No, for real.
They struggle.
Stanley was the glue holding it all together.
Yeah, but I'll never switch over to DC. Fuck that.
Mm-mm.
That's just too much drama for me.
Yeah, I agree. And it's not as good. Their acting isn't that good. Like I feel like Marvel at least picks like pretty good actors.
Like when they had the Twilight motherfucker play Batman, all I saw was fucking Twilight. I didn't see Batman.
I didn't even watch that one, honestly.
Me either. Me either.
I
I
did.
do like Harley Quinn though. So
All
I
you
like
see is Twilight. All you see is Twilight. Like you think of him as a vampire.
Nah, I feel that.
That's not Batman.
That's funny.
Mm-mm. Did you guys see Suicide Squad?
Yeah, I saw that.
What did you think about the Joker? Because I actually like that Joker, but I know everybody hated it.
I did it just because like they made him seem like a ghetto version of Joker. Like that's not who Joker is. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't like it because it painted Joker in a different light that I feel like wasn't actually accurate for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like the Joker, like, he doesn't just do things because he's crazy. Like, he does things very methodical, planned out, insane shit. But, like, everything is, like, very strategically placed. And the Joker was just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, just being crazy.
Like what
What
they did with the Joker movie, that shit was good.
Yeah, that was a good
That
movie.
was good. That was good. But, like, this Joker, he just seemed like a bitch.
Oh, okay, I liked it, but I didn't grow up watching like Batman and stuff like that, so I don't really know like what the Joker was supposed to be like. So I was like, oh, this is pretty good. I like him. Like, I thought he was
this fucking grill and shit. Like, nah, bro, that's not Joker.
I was like, yeah, I would jump into that grease for you. Mm-hmm.
But like even like his attitude, like it just gives like the Joker always had this edge about him where he would say something and he'd have this look on his face where you like he's not fucking around. But this Joker, like the best way I try to say it, like when I look at things like that, like people that have like let's say like when someone has like a gun, where they're either gonna be a pussy with a gun or they know they're gonna do it. But then there also takes a different level of like, are you actually gonna pull that trigger? And the Joker has that they're gonna pull the trigger, and you just know. But then like this Joker, he just looks like a pussy with a gun. That's like the best way to describe it. Like he's just not about business.
Exactly.
Like you don't have Joker, that like fear of like, oh no, he's gonna do it. It's just kind of like. The fuck are you
gonna in the movie, he didn't hesitate at all. He just
but it wasn't even like intimidating, you know?
Nah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Like the fact everyone freaked out on that, I feel like that was a little too much. Like I get it, you freak out because someone got shot, but it's like they kind of overdid it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I feel like it was a good movie overall.
Yeah, it
wasn't
bad. What they do with that, that's beyond me. I don't fucking know.
This was years ago. Like I thought they would have
been. Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah, but you never know. You know, they could come out with a movie like fucking next year or some shit, just randomly, and include them in like a Batman series. I don't fucking know. Fucking Twilight motherfucker tries to fight him. I don't fucking know how they're gonna do it. You know.
Who knows?
But that about wraps up this episode. I do want to say I appreciate you coming on. This was fun.
Thank you.
She's looking at me because she's like, when are you gonna bust out that challenge?
Do it.
You said do it?
Yeah.
You ever heard of the emoji challenge?
Mm-mm.
Go ahead.
So basically, There was this whole TikTok trend where they would put emojis on the screen and then you had to like react or not react, but like redo that emoji with your own face, if that makes sense. So like the winky emoji, the winky face.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
So, what was it? Kind of like what that, what's her name? The Pinky doll was doing?
Did she do?
Kind of in a sense, but with emojis.
No, I don't think I have heard of that challenge.
So, okay, it's just called the emoji challenge. You're basically just acting it out.
Pass.
You said what?
Skip. Do not click 200.
But yeah, it's basically just the emoji challenge. You're just acting it out as spot on as you can, type of shit.
Y'all have fun. Y'all have fun doing that. I'll cheer in the back.
You said you'll cheer back?
I'll cheer on in the back. You guys can go. I'll be the judge.
I mean,
it is up to you.
You said what?
I'm saying I'm not doing it.
Yeah, she said her acting skills aren't up there like that.
No, I just don't care to like be making those faces at the camera.
I mean, they're not like crazy ones or anything, but I got you. All right, yeah. But that wraps up that episode. I do appreciate you coming on. That was a good episode for sure.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it. You guys have a great time.
Was this your first podcast ever?
I think that's been out, yeah, because I've been on other streams, but I don't think podcasts.
Oh, okay. So
definitely cool. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah. What originally made you like be like, yeah, I'm down to be on a podcast type shit?
I think it would be cool. I like watched a couple episodes. I was like, all right, this is like nothing crazy that's gonna like tarnish my name.
Mm-hmm.
Because next someone's like, oh, get on my podcast, and they're just like saying crazy ass shit, and you're like, oh no, I'm digitally footprinted to you. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, no, like that's what a lot of people think. Just because I'm a male podcaster, they think like, oh, he's gonna bring people on and shit on them and talk shit to them type of shit.
Yeah, like it was nothing. I was like, I just went through and I was like, okay, cool. Nothing's like toxic, so let's it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Something different. So I appreciate it. It was dope.
Yeah, I'm glad you agreed to it. I'm glad you didn't see me as like some Andrew Tate fucking bullshit. Yeah.
Nah, you are a good sir.
Appreciate it. And yeah, that wraps that up. So we're about to do our recap and everything like that. After you dip out, but appreciate you having you on.
It was nice.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Yeah. So what'd you think?
Not as bad as I thought. Well, honestly, I didn't think it was gonna be bad. To be honest, it wasn't too bad. That last segment though about the emojis got a little awkward.
It did. Like I've never had a guest be like, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it kind of threw me off guard a little bit, but whatever.
I was kind of like hoping you would say something, but I was like,
I don't know what to say. Cause like I'm not gonna sit here and force you. Like you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. Okay, I guess. But it wasn't nothing crazy. But
yeah, I mean, I didn't want to make it like awkward or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, she's her. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, I just hope she doesn't think we're like fucking weird for that type of shit.
Yeah, right.
It's a little challenge. Like it's nothing crazy, nothing too out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm like, hey, you gotta strip and do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not like weirdo type like that. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But as far as for like views and stuff like that, what did you think?
Honestly, I feel like I wonder how old she is because she has very much mature views that it was like good to hear. Like I like to hear that different side. And like I also like how you asked like what's your green flags, and she gave different green flags than what you would typically hear. Like people would be like, oh, as long as they, work and they up to date, like keep up with their hygiene, shit like that, blah blah blah. But she gave pretty good like in-depth answers.
Yeah, and it wasn't like like the typical type answer that most people would say type of shit.
Exactly.
And what I really fucked with was she didn't say nothing about zodiac signs. She didn't say nothing about height or anything like that, which that's obviously the majority of what people look for.
Exactly.
Or at least what females look for. But I think she was chill. I think she was cool.
She was calm. It was like that.
Yeah. I thought she was gonna pop off a little bit on the relationship shit just based off what I saw, but
But it was cool. I feel like she just didn't want to talk bad about anything. So it was cool. You know,
I feel like she could have said more. She was just kind of more like held back a little bit.
yeah.
Like, which I understand, you know, like she probably didn't want to say like the like fucked up shit or the wrong shit. So I feel
Yeah.
like she was kind of aware of like I shouldn't say that or whatever. You know what I mean?
Especially like how she just ended it off, talking about like, oh, like my digital footprint's connected to that, blah blah blah. So I could see why she
Yeah.
was a little
Which
bit.
I wonder if she was worried about that at first.
Me too. Me too.
Like I don't know if she didn't want to like straight up say it, but
Mhm.
I really don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
She was definitely a guest I've never had on here like that before. You know what I'm saying? She was a different breed, different type.
She was a different breed. She's
I
different.
kind of which I kind of expected. I kind of
Really?
yeah. Just based on how she moves, how she does her shit, yeah, I expected her to be a little bit different.
But it was cool though. It was cool. I wasn't expecting her like looking at her Instagram. She looks very much intimidating, but her being here it wasn't too bad. Like it was actually like okay, she's a regular person.
Yeah, she got a chill vibe for sure. I
Yeah.
just know like if we were like on bad terms with her, she would definitely wouldn't. She would go off.
But she's tossing us.
But you see how built she was?
Yes.
Like
She's
she's not playing.
like that. Like, she's
she,
crazy.
she is not playing. Like she is built.
She is. She's built different. Stop it.
Yeah, yeah. But I will say like she's the first guest that was like, no, I'm not fucking doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like that
She's
really
like,
threw
yeah, I
me the
got it.
fuck
I'll
off.
be the cheerleader.
Yeah, that threw me off. Like I didn't know what to say after that. I was just kind of like,
Me either. Like, okay.
shit. I don't even know who we have on tomorrow. I just know we have one tomorrow. I have to look at
Was it Juanita?
Yeah, it's her. We have her on tomorrow.
I am excited about this one just because I know her personally, but me and her think differently about relationships. Like we have similar views, but then at the same time, we don't. So I'm very excited to see what this is going to be about.
So do you feel like it's something that like you guys are really gonna like go off on type
So,
shit?
I don't know. I'm a little bit worried. I feel like I needed to let her know.
I'm not.
And I'm just a little bit worried because usually, like when we talk, I don't like to disagree with people too much, just because like people feel like I'm judging them when I disagree, and I'm not trying to judge you. It's just I don't agree with that, and
Yeah.
so when she comes on tomorrow, if I disagree with something, I'm going to let that be known that I disagree. I just hope that it doesn't mess up anything in real life, you know?
Honestly, because you are friends with her, correct?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want it to ruin a friendship at all. But like if it gets into an argument, like it's like, do I sit here and just, let that go? Do I jump in? Like I don't you know what I'm saying?
I feel like if it gets too heated, which I don't think it will, but if it was to ever get too heated, shut it down. We got to move on to the next topic because there's no way we're doing this right now.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be interesting. Now that you said it. It's gonna be interesting for sure.
I'm excited. I really am excited about it.
You excited about it?
Yes, I am. Because, like, I'm just so curious. Like, I feel like we need to have good topics to talk about because she's different. She's different breed. She has different perspectives on everything. So I think it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool.
The way she was replying to me was kind of iffy. Like, it was kind of weird.
Really? How so?
When I was asking her, like, does this day work for you? All that shit. Like, she was just putting yes. Like, one word answer. Yes.
Maybe. I think maybe because you're verified, she's looking at it like, oh, this is official. So maybe she's trying to be like, just professional.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. Did I ever tell you how I even got that fucking check?
Mm-mm.
So I used to run the podcast with my homies, with two other of my homies, and we made articles. We were on multiple articles, and
Really?
yeah, and that's what got me that check. But for some reason, it didn't give me that on TikTok, which I don't really fucking know why.
Oh, that's great.
I guess that was enough for TikTok.
I
don't know.
love that you didn't pay for it. That's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who pay for it. I don't know if you could tell who paid for it. I guess.
Sometimes you can, like, if you look at an account and it has 1,000 followers, obviously you pay for that.
What if it has like 123K?
Yeah, well, for yours, I'm like, all right, he's official.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess it wasn't enough for TikTok, so they didn't want to verify my.
All right, I heard TikTok be acting like that with a lot of people, so I wouldn't take that personal. TikTok is just a little off.
That's what I'm saying. So when I look at most people that are verified, they have like over 1 million.
Yeah, but then there's even some people who have over 1 million are not verified either.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, TikTok is strict with a lot of shit though. That's
TikTok is just weird. Like the way they pay out people too is weird. I just think like how they pay out with the gifts is actually insane too, though. Just because, like, people really spend money on these gifts for us to get like a galaxy. People really spend like $15 on a galaxy for us to only get 5. That's crazy.
and that's why I think the AI challenge is so fucking crazy because people are sending gifts for them to do shit.
Exactly.
And
Like they're
it's
spending.
rapid. Like, it's a rapid thing of people sending them money to do that shit.
Exactly.
It's like a what do you call it? Like a money fucking
A
what's
money
the word?
money laundering. I don't fucking know.
Not money laundering. No, that's different. Like a money pool. It's like a money pool. They're
There
just
you
sitting
go.
in the pool and they're just collecting. So it's
Mm-hmm.
crazy as fuck. But I never agreed with it. Like fuck that shit.
I don't know.
That shit
I
is
do
weird.
it like as a joke to be cringy sometimes, just because it'd be so fun. To me, it's like low key just funny to joke around with, but like to actually do that on live and be serious about it, it's crazy to me.
Not only that, but I see a lot of entitlement on TikTok. Like all like at least everyone that goes live that I see, they're all got that entitled type of personality. So it's like
How so? What do you mean?
so for me, I would join the live. I'll be like, what's up from the podcast studio? I'll be in here, chilling, doing my little thing. And sometimes they'll read that and they'll be like, "What's up?" Be cool. And then other times they just skip over that. Like I don't care about that. Fuck podcast.
No, that is so true. Cause like an example for me, people would come into my lives, and when people comment on my lives, I always try to read all the comments, just cause why else would you be live if you're not gonna interact with the people watching? And
Yeah.
so like people would always come in and be like, "Yo, you're mad cool because you at least read and reply to the comments, da da da." So I was like, "What are you talking about? I thought everybody did this." So then I started joining people's lives and I would start commenting, and people don't comment, but the same people that don't like say anything to it are the same people that want to be like, "Oh, this live is dead."
Yeah, and they say it's dead because no one's sending them gifts. They're
Mm,
so hip to getting gift. It pisses me off. We're just gonna put it that way.
yeah,
Like they're so used to getting gifts and shit that if they're not getting any gifts, then it's dry.
exactly. That makes no sense.
And then the fucking Instagram rates shit that I see too, I be getting that a lot.
For the
People,
real,
hella people commenting their Instagrams and they're like, "No, you got to send a gift to get a rate." So you're basically telling them that they gotta pay money for you to rate them. The fuck?
but
And
people do
first,
it.
why the fuck do they even want to get rated? Why do they care what you think? You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you, but people will do it. People will do it. It's sad the world we live in.
It's stupid as fuck, but
It is,
that,
but
that, that's our culture. But I
mm,
look forward to this upcoming episode with Juanita. I feel like it's gonna be interesting, especially the way you put it. It's gonna be
I'm
pretty interesting.
so excited. I'm so happy. This is gonna be good.
I'm just hoping it doesn't get too heated. You know what I'm
I hope not.
saying?
I don't think it will. I really don't think it will. I can control my anger
can
sometimes.
she can she control her anger? Like is she the type like if you like madly like disagree with her like with a lot of shit she's saying, will she get mad?
I really don't disagree too often. Like I'm not the one to argue. Like I said, people think I'm judging all the time when I disagree, and I'm not. I'm just expressing my point of view. You just
Yeah,
taking it to heart. I
yeah.
don't usually like to disagree with people. So being on a podcast, co-hosting with you is different because like I actually have to speak my mind.
But you fuck with it though, right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely fun. It
Yeah.
gets me out of my comfort zone for real.
I'm telling you, I'm used to booking up like Mondays through Fridays. I don't
Yeah.
do weekends, but I'm used to booking up Monday through Friday. So, Monday through Friday, you got to be used to there's a guest set. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh yeah.
sometimes like it doesn't go through. Like sometimes like let's say on a random fucking Thursday, like that guest calls out, we might not have one for Thursday. And obviously, you already know I let you know about that. And usually you'll be like, oh, I got another guest that can fill that in, and then
I
you'll.
got you. I got you, bro. I don't even know how I be finding people, but people just be agreeing. All right.
What do you like? What do you do to find people? Because I usually like if I'm on TikTok, I'll click the little Instagram link and then I'll straight up just send them like a comment, and usually they'll reply.
So I like to be active with people who follow me and like comment on my stuff. So I'm always active with them and I try to be nice to them. So people are already receptive to when I like DM them or anything like that. So like
Yeah,
if I see you somebody and they like to post like all these relationship type of things, like those are the people like, oh, hey, would you want to be on a podcast? And like I said, because I'm so like nice to people and like be reacting to their stuff all the time, they're more like, sure. Like it's you, like okay, you're gonna be on it, all right, I guess, sure.
That's what I'm saying. So when they see my shit, does that make them say yes more or what?
I feel like it does. It'd be like, oh my god, this is official. Yeah, I want to be on it.
You feel like it does? I feel like it doesn't because they're probably scared to. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know what it's about unless they actually watch my highlights type shit.
Definitely true. I feel like for maybe for your side, but like for me, like when I'm inviting these people on there, I feel like in general though, a lot of people like use me because they feel like I'm doing a lot of better things than they are. So a lot of people want to do the things that I invite them to do or like ask them to do just for that alone.
Yeah.
So I'm just taking advantage of the people who are trying to take advantage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. But you already have people like lined up, like if you're like ready to ask type shit, if anything
Yeah,
doesn't. Damn, damn.
I got you. Don't worry.
I wonder if like if you DM'd on Instagram, I wonder if that would work too, because most females would respond to other females. Like that's
Yeah,
just. So I
I
wonder.
definitely too. I definitely think so too, because I actually have done that before. Like there was somebody who I didn't follow, but I knew like she had information that I needed, so I DM'd her, but I knew that she was going straight to her hidden, so I just commented on her thing like, check your DMs. She checked it, and we were going back and forth, and it was calm. So I definitely think you're right about that.
Yeah, I usually don't say to check your DMs because I feel like they're gonna think I'm a spam or some shit.
Sometimes they do, but I've gotten comments like that be like, check your DMs, and even if it is a spam, it makes me still check, because what if it's not a spam? Like, what, maybe you actually have something to tell me. So I actually check the DMs when I get those comments.
I feel like if I put something like "Ayo, check your DMs," like that might make it work. Because that's not just like a straight up check your DMs. Like it's like, hey,
And I feel like it could work for you too, because your account is verified, so they're gonna check who is this. Then they see you're a podcast. Oh, what does he want? Maybe he wants me to be on a podcast. I feel like you should try it.
I will. I might try that shit actually tonight too. Because I promote on a nightly basis. Like
Oh,
I'm
I
always
know.
sure. You said you know.
Yes, because you be posting stuff and tagging me at like 3 in the morning. I wake up, I'm like, why is he up right now?
No, I'm an early bird. Like I be up early. Like that's just how my brain is. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good. Though. That's good.
But yeah, I promote a lot, so I'm
No, but
constantly active.
that's
You said
100.
what?
That's good. Like the more you promote yourself, like you really have to put yourself out there, because if you don't do it, nobody else is gonna do it for real.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And before I had dress codes, I was doing this shit by myself, single handedly, you know what I'm saying? And then before that was with the homies, and even then I was promoting for that shit, and they were just making appearances on, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the whole reason why that didn't work out is because they had other shit they had to do, with life and everything. So
Yeah.
I had to continue the podcast going, and here we are
But
today.
that's good. Like this is obviously something that you want to do, because if it wasn't, you would have stopped along with them.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good that you're through. That's real good.
Hell
And
yeah.
it's obviously working for you. Look at you, Mr. Verified.
Hey, I'm gonna make sure you get verified too.
We gonna get it.
I'm gonna make look, that's the goal. I'm gonna make sure we get an article. How about that?
Yes, that'd be awesome. Shit, maybe tomorrow's episode. Let me stop.
I think even yesterday's episode, I think that was even enough to
I
get.
really think I think that was a good episode. Do you ever like? Well, I think you do. Don't you like? You post clips of the podcast, right? I think you
Yeah,
should.
yeah. I post clips, so obviously you can see all of them on the highlights, and I'll post them on my regular post on Instagram, and I'll post them on TikTok too.
Okay, word.
So I'll end up posting like some clips from this season, and then possibly the ending, like the last episode or whatever. Which I feel like we got to do something crazy with the last episode. I've always wanted to do something wow with the last episode. You know what I'm saying?
Like what? Like what are some ideas?
Like just having a bunch of people on, and then
Okay,
just
I
going
feel
from
like
there.
that could be cool. We could definitely do something like that.
I feel like we could. I feel like we definitely can get that shit going.
Would you want it to be like just females, or would you want it to be mixed?
I feel like with the last episode, I feel like that one could be mixed.
Right. I think
I
that'd
feel
be
like
good.
I feel like that one could definitely be a mixture.
Definitely. But I definitely feel like things would have to be set in place for sure. Just because like talking over people, I don't feel like we can do that, especially virtually. Like we just cannot do that. And
Yeah.
I feel like a bunch of people, it's gonna be a little bit hard to like keep that in control, if that makes sense.
That's what I'm saying. So like last episode, let's not make that like a typical podcast episode. Let's make that like a game, like a drinking game or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I did that for I think somewhere around season 3. I did like a drinking game. It was me, someone else, and then 2 other people.
Okay.
It was like a team thing. You know what I'm saying? It was cool.
That's
But,
cool. I like that.
so I feel like we should do something like that for the last episode of season 4.
That would definitely be cool. I'm gonna definitely think of some ideas for that. 100%. But that would be cool as fuck. I think that'd be cool.
Hell yeah. I'm down for that. I'd be lit.
Mm.
But you got to get you some drink.
I will. For this, I'll make me a little strawberry margarita or something.
That's what I'm drinking right now. Like a little blueberry margarita.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I like the strawberry one more, but this one's not too bad.
I love me a strawberry margarita. Extra strawberry.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And gives that right amount of sweet taste. You feel me?
Exactly. It tastes just like juice.
Yeah. But yeah, we have Juanita tomorrow. So for y'all, we'll see y'all in the next episode. Looking forward to it. And get used to seeing this co-host, man. She's doing her thing.
Try my
It's
best.
the whole reason why we still got a full booked up week. You feel me?
I got you. Don't worry. We gonna be booked up for that's the time being.
The other thing I like is that you're not like hesitant to ask questions either. Like it's not just me asking. Like you just jump in there and you ask.
I got you. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do as a co-host. I can't just sit here.
Yeah, like I've had people just sit there and I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
No,
But,
I got you. We a team.
yeah, this is a good fucking team. We're gonna go places.
Okay.
We're already going places, but we're gonna go further.
100%. It's only up. It's only up from here.
You took that from me, didn't you?
Stop. Not too much. Not too much.
Damn. But we will see y'all in the next episode. You'll see Juanita coming on. It's gonna be interesting. Hopefully not too heated. I feel like I'm gonna have to play referee.
You might.
But at the same time, you're my co-host, so I'm not gonna let you go down like that. You feel me?
Thank you.
Like
Yeah, got my back.
if she's talking hella shit, like I'm like, okay, hold on now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to.
That was a little out of pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put the brakes on that shit. Yeah, absolutely.
Word. As long as you got my back, that's all that matters.
You know I do. You know I do. This is a team. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let one of my teammates go down like that. Fuck.
Thank you. Shit. I go down, we gotta go down together.
Absolutely. Now here's another question. Do you think that we could have another co-host, or do you think we're good with just this for now?
I mean, if you think another co-host would be good.
If you think another co-host would be good, I would have you find another one, because obviously you're good at finding people. So yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of responsibility.
You said that's a lot. I mean, we don't have to worry about that right now. That could be like
Right.
a season 5 type fucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, weird.
Like a later on down the road. Like I'm even good with just this for now. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously we moving shit, we doing shit with this. So
Right. I mean, shit. That's something I definitely think we should talk about after this. But
oh yeah, most definitely,
definitely be down.
absolutely. So wrapping up this episode, y'all go ahead, do your thing, watch this shit, tap on the fuck in. Show my co-host some love. Y'all should already know her socials by now. She already done said it twice.
I did. But if you don't have it, it's Lee.Breezy on Instagram, LeeXBreezy on TikTok.
Y'all go show my co-host some love, and we will see y'all in the next episode.
Peace. It's been real.
Oh my God, I can't end it. Hold on.
Uh-oh.